Welcome back to Sip the Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today I wanted to kind of go over the 9 runs by Keaton Mitchell. I was kind of sitting on it this morning and holding on to it. I wanted to kind of get it out before it just I forgot about it, honestly. And so we're gonna talk about his 9 runs, and because he only had 9, we can talk about all of them. Kind of show what happened, the good and the bad, whether it be from him or the O line or whatnot. And because we really, I think we got a star in our hands, so I really want to kind of evaluate his progression throughout the rest of this season. So until he gets a bunch of carries, we're gonna take a look at most of his carries and kind of see where he went wrong or whether the O line went wrong, and just talk about it. So that's where we are on it, and let's kind of dig into Keaton Mitchell and his 9 carries versus the LA Chargers. Let's dive right into it. And they're in no certain order right here. I think this is outside zone. Again, I hope that this is a staple for upcoming plays in the future. And again, you're gonna overload one side. We put it in motion. I think Lamar checked to this. You got Kolar to the right and moved Ricardo to the right. And we're gonna run outside zone to that heavy side. You see, you get a good job by Zeitler, and you already see Morgan Moses and Linderbaum working the second level. You see Ricard taking care of something on first level. You see Kohler on second level on Kenneth Murray. You see Linderbaum make it to second level. Morgan Moses still hasn't found anybody to work yet. Mitchell running the track. Obviously, you see right here, Mitchell peek inside. You see Derwin James. Okay, no need to go there. Let me go the opposite direction. And the quickness, like he's doing this and not losing speed. One step, see Derwin James going the other way. And again, if he don't run out of real estate, he's probably up that sideline. If he don't run out of real estate, he's probably up the sideline. So it's a great job of reading blocks and keeping the speed going, and a great job of blocking it too by the O-line. So if plays like this are not a part of our staple going forward, a conversation needs to be had. But let's keep going. Let's stay on the topic of Keaton Mitchell. Again, you got a little outside zone, and he just bending the back. Just bending the back because the O-line did a decent job of just caving it down. Did a good job of caving it down. You get a double team with Simpson and Linderbaum on the, a 1-tick? On the 0. Double team with Linderbaum and Simpson on the 0. And so they're really trying to double team up to that guy. And Ronnie does a good job of washing him down. And so there is no edge threat. So he does a good job of just bending it right off of Ronnie. Just hitting it. See, if Ronnie just keeps washing him down and don't allow him to cross his face, he really can just hit his head. I ain't gonna say on the goalpost, but he don't get that resistance, and this dude don't touch him. Because if Ronnie don't allow him to cross his face, he hits a running start with the safety, and who knows how well he's going to embarrass his safety. I didn't even realize that Ronnie's guy actually makes this tackle, which is crazy. He shouldn't have even been a part of the tackle. He falls back in and makes this tackle. Come on, Stanley. This could have been a huge gain. Ronnie allows this man to cross his face and get back in on the tackle. Come on, Big 79. Just because if you look at it from this point right here, potentially this is a huge gain. Nobody's there. He fits right off of this block. If Ronnie don't allow him to cross face, nobody's there. Because with Keaton going full speed, this guy not going to tackle him. Next biggest threat is this safety coming in out of the top. You really probably can't see him. Safety coming in out of the top. And he got to make a decision. Like what kind of angle he going to take. And with that speed, that angle can be destroyed. So, but I didn't realize Ronnie he lost. He lost that battle right there. Now that could have been a huge play. That was not. Next one. So far, 2 of the 9 have been outside zone. I think this is split inside zone, but from the same side. So normally when we run split zone, you have somebody right here, and they come across the formation to block this in. This is the same play, but instead of having the guy on over here as an H-back, you just got him already on this side and you just have him turn out. Same play, just from a different formation. All right, so this seems to be inside zone. They're trying to get that double right there. Gonna work up there. Lamar's reading this guy. Look at Lamar's eyes. So normally they read this guy and wouldn't block him. So now they blocking his guy and they reading the second level. They're reading the second level. So if he dives in there, Lamar's probably gonna pull it and replace him. If he kind of hovers, Lamar should hand it off, and then that should be your alley to run. Because they're gonna block this cat with this double team between Simpson and Linderbaum. That's the premise of what should happen. He stays, and Lamar gives it. That's exactly what should happen. Now, hopefully Simpson gets this block. Hopefully. Simpson should not be running past this dude right now. Who is this missing again? Come on, Stanley. Come on, Stanley. Oh, my. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it's not just a catch. I understand what he's trying to do, but he either got to, if he know where this play going, you either got to turn him out or watch him all the way down. You can't just let him play the middle. And then whoever this is missing right here on this top side, Zeitler. See, Zeitler can't let this happen either. Big Z can't let that happen. But the read by Lamar and execution is perfect. The linebacker hovers in this gap, give it, and let the running back try to hit it. Great read by Lamar. Great read. Great read. He tried to play the hole. Great read. And ain't much Mitchell can do. It was schemed up right. Just wasn't the execution wasn't there. Let me put my let me see over here so I can see my comments. All right, next play. All right, so we got two tight ends. We got Kohler and Ricard. Putting Ricard in motion. Run the toss. All right. Not buck sweep-ish, but we're getting like a lead toss. Getting a little lead toss going. All right. So let's just work from front to back. We'll start with Kolar. All right, Kolar do not get a hook. So, and there's nothing wrong with not getting a hook on his end. But now with him not getting a hook, Ricard needs to make a decision to get inside. Stanley now has to turn up, and Keaton also has to follow Ricard and Stanley because Kolar does not get a hook. Because normally you have 3 to 4 steps to get the hook, then you got to run that guy as wide as possible. Normally. So with that being said, they don't get the hook, and kind of messes it up right there. But the decision to turn up has to be made a little quicker too. You would like for Kolar, when he realizes he can't get the hook, to just run that guy wider and give these guys time to realize, okay, he didn't hook him. Then they can turn up. They basically, this guy set the edge, which is what the defensive end's job is, to set the edge, not let it get outside. So basically, he did his job. He set the edge. So Mitchell and Ricard kind of realizes it late, and he has the edge set, and they're really in position to kind of have it boxed in. The only way he can really get back is if he can some kind of way stick his foot in the ground and kind of get behind Simpson. That's hard to do. That's hard to do, which he wasn't able to do it. So by the defensive guy actually doing his job and setting the edge on Charlie Kolar, this play was kind of, I ain't gonna say doomed, but they kind of had it boxed in. So it's a great play by this guy by setting the edge. Not so good job by this guy of making sure he don't set the edge. And really, this guy basically won this battle and set the edge, and that's why he had to cut back. And no fault to Ricard, no fault to Stanley, no fault to Simpson. This really was, to me, a non-play by Kolar by not extending the edge out or getting a hook on them so they can get outside. So to me, this wouldn't be a negative by Simpson, wouldn't be a negative by Stanley, wouldn't be a negative by Ricard. It would be a negative by Kolar, which in turn makes everybody else's job difficult right there. So it's a great play by the defensive guy. So Mitchell, again, just had bad luck. It wasn't blocked up right. And then it was a chain reaction of everything else. Next play. A little inside zone action. Really, again, nothing, nowhere for Keaton to go. Nowhere for Keaton to go. I mean, hat on a hat, they just got it clogged up. They just got it clogged up. So you got hat, you got 1, 2 for them two, 1, 2 for them two, 1, 2 for them two. We just didn't get movement on 93. 6 is kind of in a hole waiting. Really just nowhere for him to go. I mean, he could have maybe popped out this side, but then you got 9 waiting on him. You got 23 waiting on him. 45 is there for Lamar. I mean, I didn't look at the whole thing, but it probably should have been a pass. I don't know the situation. I don't know if it was first down, second down, whatever. But they looked like they were in position to defend that run pre-snap. So he really had nowhere to go. Which is to switch to the next one. Again, two tight ends in there. Got a little counteraction. You got him in space. And see, he's able to, when he gets in space, he's able to make guys miss. And with his speed, and I like the fact that they were able to recognize and log this too. Because 45, he comes right down with them blocking down. And is this Simpson pulling? Simpson realizes that he can't kick that guy out because he's so tight. So he instantly logs him. Ricard realizes it's a log and he feels right outside of it, not offside. And Keaton Mitchell realizes it too, because I think Mitchell wants to get outside anyway. He just burst outside. So good job of recognizing the log by all 3 parties. And then once he gets out here, we know he is so fast that if he makes one person miss, it potentially could be a home run. And making Asante Samuel miss, he can damn near take it to the house from there. So I know anytime he gets the ball and I see an ounce of daylight, I slide to the edge of my seat. I slide to the edge of my seat and I be thinking he about to blow. Because that's the potential he has. Like I get more excited when he gets the ball than when JK get it. And I love what JK brought to the team. Let's move on. Again, 12 personnel again. This is the toss. All right, this is the toss again, but ran a little bit better. But let's talk about Meg the Simpson for a minute. Meg the Simpson. So this is number 6. I don't know who number 6 is. Kendricks, maybe. I'm not sure. But he's going to shoot this gap right here. And this gap running outside zone, that's his. So you don't have a person. You have whoever shoots that gap. I'm just going to slow motion it for you. This awkward silence is brought to you by number 76. And I know I pick on him. I know I pick on him. But I'm going to keep picking on him too because it's funny to me. It's funny to me. And I know if I ever see him in person, he might choke slam me and ain't nothing I can do about it. But I just pick on him. I pick on him. I pick on him. But it's just in fun. It's in fun. But that's what happens. That's what happens. You gotta run that track. You gotta run that because at this point, and unless this guy is grabbing his arm and he can't fully come off, that's one thing I would say. And these sneaky defensive jokers, they'll do that. They will. They'll grab your arm so you can't come off, and that may have happened. But at this point, when he see him shooting that gap right there, he should let that guy go because we know Linderbaum got great feet, and just run him through this guy. He should not allow him to fit through that gap. Not. Because let's think about it. If he blows him up right there, Keaton hit that right there because he almost out of position. If I don't know if his momentum is taking him that way, but he almost out of position. If his momentum is taking him that way, now he kind of in the right spot. He kind of in the right spot. But Keaton has nowhere to go with this happening right here. So Simpson got to make that block. Got to. Now with him not making it, Keaton really has nowhere to go. So again, is they got to get right up front, man. Got to get right because we got to be able to run the ball in the postseason. And in this stretch run that we this murderous road that we about to go on here in these next 5 games too, including the Rams, because the Rams look a lot better offensively with their running game back. I've got 2 plays left. We got 2 runs left. This is run number 8. Straight inside zone. And again, at this point right here, I'm thinking, oh, he gone. Again, the ability to get skinny and the stuff don't have to be blocked right. It don't always have to be blocked right. This is inside zone. So a great look how Linderbaum gets leverage on the 0. I'm at the backside 1. Watch them pick him up and raise him up out of there. Stand him straight up. And now Linderbaum's eyes immediately go there. Immediately. This is good right here. That's great by those 2. His eyes immediately go there. This dude right here is so freaking good. And when he, for whatever reason, runs away from it, I guess he calls himself reading Lamar. I don't think he wanted none of Linderbaum though. And look at the leverage he creates. When number 9 shuffles away, Linderbaum knows where the play going, so he shuffles in that same direction. Well, not in the opposing direction. Just right with it. Right with it. Keaton Mitchell makes the guy miss. And then at this point, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I think that was about 29 yards. Again, just simple inside zone. That ain't nothing extravagant. That's just inside zone. Now, the work of Linderbaum is extravagant because I like O-line play, but to just the regular football person, inside zone is one of the basic football principles. One of the most basic. And it don't have to be blocked right all the time. You get a guy like that in space, and the sky is the limit. And this last one right here, this is play run number 9. A formation that I like, under center, outside zone. So much stuff can happen off of it. Look at that. Look how he hit that, man. He got about 8 yards on that. Can look at the acceleration. Look at the burst. You can do so much stuff off of this. Look at this. You got Zay in here. Because imagine, I'm just gonna just think about it for a minute. Just say this was play action, and you got Zay coming on a boot like this. You got Nelly maybe coming in and going out. It ain't got to be Nelly. It could be Odell or somebody like that. Or you got somebody coming on the backside up under it. And think about it. This dude right here, he can't just sell out and go down this line because that's Lamar. So he got to play it. Just think of all these options. Think of all these options. And again, if he just hand it off, you get this on the front side. You get this on the front side. So just imagine had Ronnie took this dude for whatever reason. Just imagine Ronnie took that dude and we let him be in the chase mode. So now he got to chase He got to chase Mitchell out here with a full head of steam. Mitchell gonna destroy that angle. And we still got 8 yards. Still. So, hey, I'm like, as long as he don't get no exorbitant amount of carries, like 15, 20, we're going to be here to track his carries for the rest of the year. If he stay around 8, 9, 10 a game, we're going to look at all of them and see, where he's progressing, where he's failing, or who is failing him. And for the most part, when he got, running lanes, he hit them. Ball protection's been good. He looks fundamentally sound. And when he's guiding alleys, he hit them hard. So I'm cool with what Mitchell's giving us so far. Sometimes we kind of go away from him. Sometimes we go away from the run altogether. Like I talked about earlier, our offense Sunday felt like a wave pool. We'd be good, then we hit them rocky times. Then we'd be good, then we hit them rocky times. So These are all of Keaton Mitchell's carries from Sunday night's game versus the Los Angeles Chargers, where he was 9 carries for 64 yards with a long carry of 29 yards. Some good carries, some bad carries, some faults of his own, some not so much of his own. And I appreciate you guys for coming through in the middle of the day. I see y'all had this great conversation going in the chat box. I appreciate that also. So hit that like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon. And man, make sure y'all tune in for the Ravens Daily coming up today at about 5:30, and after that, the More Sip to Tally Power Rankings. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace and love.